There's 3 dudes in the band that are awful, awful people. That's me, Mike Martin, and Jason Costa. Ollie and Jeannie are pretty nice, you know, and Jeannie's pretty mild-mannered, but me, Mike, and Jason just, I mean, on tour there's this thing that kind of happens. You know, you wake up in the morning and everyone kind of goes about their thing, and I'll sit and there's this one seat that I kind of tend to sit down in, and Jason's usually sitting at the desk with his computer, and Mike comes over and sits over there, and we started calling it the Triangle of Hate, because, I mean, we'd just sit there and just talk about, you know, whatever was going on last night, just talk all kinds of smack about whatever, and just basically saying the most terrible things we can come up with to entertain ourselves. So it's not just me. Jeannie might, once in a while, be like, I wish Phil would tone it down, but you know, it's one out of 4. The guys don't really like to do interviews. I do most of them. And it's not like, oh, I'm the singer, so I have to be. There's a lot of times when I'm trying to, you know, shirk responsibility to be like, you do it, man. But then they're like, well, all they ever want to do is talk about Phil, or they always want to know why you said this, and so I don't want to do them anymore. So I'm just like, all right, fine, I'll do them. My background and the people that I spend my time with, they're almost exclusively former military. My wife deployed multiple times. She's former military. My partners, I got a gun shop in New Hampshire. My partners are both former military. One of them actually spent a lot of time, you know, at war. And you know, the dudes in the gun shop and my brothers out there, it's like, you know, when I say things like, all drugs should be legal because the government shouldn't have the right to, the government doesn't have the right to tell you what you can put in your body. And they're like, well, you know, and one of the guy that was a door kicker overseas, he was also a cop, and he's like, well, you know, I've seen blah, 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 what bad things, and I'm like, all the bad things that you're worried about, they're not symptoms of drug use, they're symptoms of prohibition, you know what I mean? And at the same time, like, he calls me the liberal, and then, you know, I'm talking on the internet, and far left guys are like, go watch Fox News some more, you know, oh, you're just a dumb redneck, blah, 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 Republican. It's like, no, I'm really not. You're just, you know, again, talking with emotion and replying, I don't like your new record. That's really what it feels like most of the time, you know, because it only takes a couple, you know, comments or remarks back and forth before they just start saying, you know, you're playing music, you know.